So I haven't thrown in forever. I haven't thrown since the end of June, and it's like the end of August now. And the reason for that is because we moved, and my new space, uh, it's, it's got some areas for growth, I would say. We only have one functional outlet, and it's all the way in the back, so I've thrown an extension cord to the front. There's a lot of holes in the walls, and it's been hot. It's been really hot, but it's cooled off this last like week, so I'm excited to throw. I'll see how I will actually do. I threw once with my niece a couple weeks ago, and I only gave her like a little demo and let her do everything, and that was it. That's all I've thrown. But I'm excited because we moved somewhere where there is a studio I can join, and it's not the studio I intended to join. I was really excited about, but it is brand new, and the space is actually larger. Damn mosquitoes, man! Mosquitoes here are like awful, 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 awful. I have this thing. Please work. Is it working? Anyway, the studio is a little bit bigger, and that's cool. And it's brand new, and she said she'll actually fire my clay. So I've been thinking I would have to start over with whatever studio I go to, because I do have some pots I want to fire, because a lot of studios won't take your clay. So that's exciting. So that starts on September 1st. So what I'm gonna try to do is throw some pots, so I'll have them ready to fire, because I started on September 1st because I was super excited, but we're doing a game jam we're doing the GB Jam 12, because my husband and I, we make games. That's our business. And so GB Jam is a Game Boy inspired game jam, and it runs from September 13th to 23rd. And so I'll be, in those 10 days, we have to get a game made from scratch. So all new art, all new everything. I do the art, and so I probably won't be throwing at that point. So I probably should wait until October to join the studio, but I don't care. I figure it'll still be worth it if I bring a bunch of pots up there that she can fire in the beginning of the month. So anyway, I've got about 4 balls here, and they're about a kilo each, like 2.2 pounds. The clay's a little soft, but we'll see what happens. So, anywho, hopefully everything goes well. I need to make sure the wheel's spinning the right way. Yeah, counterclockwise, good. Oh well. Hello, people. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm just learning. I'm not good yet. I just do these for my own personal reference because I don't keep a lot of what I throw. And some days when you're feeling down, when you're learning something, it's good to have something to look back on to say this is how far you've come. And rather than having a bunch of like wonky pots laying around, I can go back and look at my videos and say, oh, I have gotten better. And then I also use them for reference because I don't do a good job of making notes. So when I want to say, oh, what did I do on this thing, I can go back and look at the video and be like, oh, that's what I did on this thing. Let's go one more time. I need to actually drop that camera so I can see the clay better. Oh. There we go. Let's do this. This one. Where's that? There it is. Oh wait, not that one. There we go. I can see better now. Where did I say that was at? No, the needle tool. Okay, I'm okay with that. Right. Uh, no, I haven't done this in like a long time, so I'm like really rough right now. But thank you. Slow, slow. Right. That's the rim. Walls. Definitely thinner right there, so pull up halfway. Pull up halfway. Let's use a spongy sponge. Let's use this sponge. This is a clear sponge. people say weird things, I just ignore them, man. Alright, I'm gonna push it out next. I need a longer stick. Huh. What happened there, man? Huh. I think I'm gonna leave it, man. Like, this is my first one of the day, and I think it's good enough. I'm gonna straighten it up one more time. I can't stop messing with stuff when I should probably stop messing with stuff. Ooh. See? Should have stopped messing with it. Now it's wobbly. This is like crappy clay water too. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this one in half. I fucked up. Yeah, I went too thin, I think. Yeah, just about right there. It went a little thin. And the clay's just too soft to go that thin. Other side. So, just need to remember, I should have measured it before I did that though. Oh well. Where's my grid? So soft, man. So soft. Way too soft, man. Too soft. This is not too deep. Just kind of deep, but I can. I'm just gonna deal with it. All right. Oh, I forgot. Little, what's he call it? Llama ears. Llamas. This clay is just so freaking soft. It's too much. Hmm? I can do it like that. I'm gonna have to do it this way. There you go. That was better than last time. Last time I didn't let go at the end, and I created a thinner part right where the lip was. The lip began. Like really aggressive on the bottom and like creating a rim. It's not even good for my pot, man. Maybe I can fix it later. I'm pretty damn happy with that considering my hands weren't touching. just being sloppy, man. Just being sloppy. Alright, I think I'm going to straighten it up and cut in a foot and then call it, because once I did more than 3 on the other one, I screwed it up. I think I'm just going to use a little chamois on my finger instead of water. Dude, this fucking clay is just too damn soft, man. Too damn soft. Yeah, man, it's a bust. I mean, maybe. I mean, I'll set it aside, but I'm going with no. And I still need to compress the room anyway. I don't know. Dude, no, this is gonna be a bust. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it. Like, these are gonna be thick as hell, man, for me to get them off the wheel. Like, I just overworked it that time. I don't even know if I could say it's too thin. Like, this is actually thicker than I normally kind of do. I'm gonna cut that off. Maybe that's part of my issue. Maybe as I pull in, the clay's sitting on that. I don't know. I keep having this issue where the inside, the middle ends up being higher than the outside. It's almost like I'm creating like a preemptive foot. But not in a good way. Alright, man, I got 2 more tries. This little orange cat. Soft, 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 soft clay. Sit up straight. Get off the damn gas. wobbly. Wobbly. Why did you get so wobbly, Pop? Why did you get so wobbly? It's okay. Keep going. Trying to use less water since this clay is just so soft. I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing on this bottom since I kept cutting into it. Alright. Just not so aggressive. Not so aggressive. The rim. And slowly. Ooh, sit up straight. I think I'm just going to use the rib, straighten it up, cut a foot, and that's going to be it on this one. Like, not going to mess it up, not going to mess it up. it again, man. Oh, I didn't get anything off today. You're a wobbly wobbly dude, huh? Make you wobble less? Right. One heavy pot. That's gonna be a lot of trimming, man. Alright, that did go better. I really should just toss that one. I'm gonna do one more. It doesn't take that long. seriously wonky. Hey! I'm doing good. Well, I mean, if you count throws. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I found a studio join. I start in September, so they said they'd fire all my pots, even the clays that I have now. So that's pretty exciting. How you been? Have you been throwing? Yeah, I'm excited about it. Yeah, that's how I've been. I have thrown once since I moved, and that was with my niece, and I only did like a little demo. Um, the last time before that was like uh, June 20th something. It was too hot, man. It was just too hot to be out here. Like now it's a little bit better. I mean, it's still hot, but it's not like I feel like I'm going to throw up hot. Oh yeah? Like, what do you do? What's your job? I mean, that's what I assume you mean when you say you've been working. Oh yeah, yeah. That would probably keep you busy. Yeah, I've been working on our business. I've been doing a lot of pixel art. Um, we're working on a game right now, just like a little freebie, and then we've got a game jam coming up. So like a competition where we've got like 10 days to make a game, and that's in September. So that's September 10th through 23rd. So I signed up for that studio starting September 1st, knowing that 10 days I'm not going to be able to do anything. Real building roads is road maintenance. Well, I mean, I guess not really, because you just want to maintain. These throws have not been going that great. This clay is just so soft, man, just so soft. No, this one actually, the funny thing was the one that I wanted to join, was planning on joining, they had a wait list, and I signed up for it, but like, I don't know how, I was probably gonna be like 8 months or longer. And then this one opened up. My sister told me about it. She started taking classes, and they're like brand new, so like nobody's joined right now. Right now, it's just like the owners in there. So I'm pretty excited about that. And it's same thing, like 65 that includes firing. You get a shelf in there. You can use their reels if you want, and glaze and all that. But it'll be nice because they're not filled up. So I went in there. My sister was in there during off hours or whatever, not during class hours, and there's nobody in there. Yeah, like I think I still prefer to throw by myself, you know. But it does alleviate the pressure of getting this space uh, more comfortable, because this garage has got like legit holes in it, and to get it somewhere where it'd be comfortable for the winter, it's just going to cost a lot of money, and I don't really want to spend it when it really is only unbearable like 5 months of the year here, maybe, like July, August, and then maybe January, February, maybe part of March or something. You should start it. It should be you. And I think I'm gonna do like little pot sales, like planter pot sales out of my garage, because it's detached, because my dog bites people. Um, no time for that. Yeah, my sister tried to convince me to do that. I was like, man, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not. I just want to throw. I don't want to deal with like everything else that's attached to it. I don't think I opened this up all the way. I got distracted. Yeah, I'm an introvert as well. That's why I'm kind of excited about this new studio. Like, there's nobody in there. And I kind of think the owner is too. It was kind of funny, guys. She was over there and she was like working on her stuff, and my sister introduced me. I said, "Oh, I'm interested in joining," and da da. She's like, "Oh yeah, da da." She was friendly, but she was like, "Just get on the website." I'm like, "Awesome, I can do that." Like, that's how I prefer to do it. All right. This clay is just stupid soft, man. I shouldn't even be, I don't know. I was kind of pushing it. I thought I was going to have some reclaim ready, and it's not. And then I got some other reclaim that I started. I started it before we moved, so in June. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, man, I hope you find time. I gotta say, like, I didn't realize how much I was missing it until now, until I like got my hands in the clay, and then I was like, oh my god, I feel so much happier than I did 2 hours ago. Even though like I haven't really made anything good. I don't know what it is, man. It's just it makes me happy. I think it's kind of like like getting your hands in the dirt. I like messing with plants too. I'm like a black thumb. I kill everything. But I still have like I got some hardy plants that you know, I torture and keep around. But it feels good, just get your hands like in the pot and stuff like that, or in the plants, and I feel like clay's the same way. Sean, my husband, he said at one point we were trying to figure out what to do. He was like, "Well, maybe you could just throw in here," and I was like, "Man, everything will be covered in clay because just being in the garage, like we had an attached garage, like the clay just it just started expanding, and then next thing you know, like the garage door on the inside is covered in clay, then it starts coming on the outside door, which was the kitchen door, and then it just started like, and then one day I noticed I somehow got clay on the kitchen cabinets, and I'm like, how did I even do that? So I was like, no, man, there's no way we can do that. It'll be a disaster. What am I even doing? I'm getting distracted. All right. I need a lift. That's what I'm doing. I need to slow down a lift. But I'm super excited. I know. Like, there's so much crap around. There's like a million things I should be doing in here. And I'm not, because I just want to do clay. I think I would like make a little list and do like one thing or whatever, but I'm definitely messy. I think that's part of what I like about it. It's funny because Sean thought it was funny or interesting, like that I like to mow the lawn, and I'm like, yeah, man, I prefer jobs that I can just, I don't know, that are messy and stuff like that. I don't know. It feels like somehow I equate messes with getting stuff done. Like, oh, I worked hard today. Look, I'm covered in dirt, and you could have done the same job and not get covered in dirt and get just probably as much done, but somehow I feel more productive that way. I don't mind it. So when I was a kid, we grew up in the middle of nowhere. We had like 5 acres, and I had a lawn, we had a riding lawnmower, and it was just my mom and my sister and I, and I took over the lawn mowing when my dad left, and my mom, I remember when my mom finally mowed the lawn like 8 years later, and she's like, Casey, why didn't you tell me this is easy? Like when you're on a riding lawnmower, it's not bad. We have a push here, but our lawn's so small, that it doesn't take long. The front sucks though because the person like who lived here before us like made all these little pathways and it's like all these odd shapes. But when it's just flat and straight, I can do that. Put on something to listen to. Yeah. Did you get your son into throwing yet? He said he expressed interest. Maybe you can get him to have. I don't know how close he is. Maybe he can create a space. That did not go well. I'm trying to get my sister into it. She's been taking classes at that studio, but I went and saw her the other day when she was up there, and she's like, I just don't think this is for me. I think I like hand building. I was like, no, you just have to keep at it. And like I said, my niece did it with me one day, but I struggled to teach her. I mean, she had fun, and she got a couple like pot shapes off the wheel, but she's got such tiny hands. She's only 11. Yeah, 11. So yeah, hand building, I'm just like, seems like a lot of work, and I don't. There's a few things I want to make. I want to make some clocks, and I probably hand build those. Um, yeah, that's the only thing I can think about hand building that I want to do. But we did just recently get a laser cutter for our business, so we also make physical games like little wooden puzzles and stuff. And this laser cutter can cut ceramics or like etch ceramics. So I'm actually thinking about taking one of my green pieces. I still have some greenware in here, and taking it inside to like see what we can do with it. I want to try some sgraffito, I think. I've been like way too aggressive with this clay, man. It's just like super soft. It's soft because the same clay I threw with my niece, and I just so it's been thrown a few times I think now and re-wedged. It probably needs to be reclaimed, and then I just had it wrapped real good. I don't know, man. Maybe because it's human. I mean, honestly, the clay that I did the reclaim, it should be ready. I mean, it's been sitting here since whenever I did the reclaim, which is somewhere on my YouTube, but it's been a couple weeks. But I think it's just because it's so damn humid here. But I was throwing stuff and it was, I mean, decent thickness. It wasn't like hella thin, and it got all wobbly. It just lost its shape. So I tossed two pots, and then I threw one that I kept, but it's super thick and heavy. I need to get rid of some of this. But I told myself I wasn't probably going to get anything off the wheel anyway today because it's been so long, so I tried not to put any pressure on myself. This will be my last one. Woo. When does it get cold there? Yeah, I've got a bucket of reclaim that I still have to strain. And I started that back in June, and I'm scared. I looked at it today, and it's an interesting color in there. But I'm gonna need to deal with it eventually. So I think I may talk my sister into coming over and helping me with it, and then a few other things, because it's gonna be funky. But I need to do it because I'm gonna run out of clay. I've got some Laguna waiting for me, but I'm just realizing now, like, I'm learning how long it takes me to get through clay. When does it get cold there? Wow, man. I'm such a southerner. I wouldn't even know what to do with the cold. Man, this is just not even. I'm gonna do this and it's gonna be a mistake. Yeah, that's gonna be a good time just to call it, man, because if I do anything else, it's gonna get wonky. Damn, man. That sucks. You know, it's kind of funny. I've always been. I mean, there's a lot of clay around that base, but I can't cut it. This stuff is so soft, it's just gonna go wonky on me if I do, so there's just gonna be a lot of wedging. Oh, I know what part of my issue is. I haven't been using paper, that's why. My pot's been going all wonky. The first one I got was, yeah, it's all good practice. Like, even when it fails, it's still good. Because you're learning something. Come on. Ah! I don't know. Maybe it'll go back to the right shape. Oh, Probably not. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that is a wonky pot that's gonna get tossed. Yeah, I need to get paper in here. One more thing. Maybe I can fix it. We'll see. I'll show you. Let's see. Flip. It's a wonky. Yep. That's alright though. Could be worse. Like I said, at least I got to touch some clay. I also got to test out my little wedging table. That was also, that's gonna need some work as well. So, it's all a project, I guess. Yeah, it's a little wonky. But, well, you know, like I said, even the wonky ones put me in a good mood. So, it'll be fine. Well, it's a bummer that you can't throw for a while. I hope something happens, like a good thing happens, and you're able to. There's quite a few things I need to do. I also don't have any water out here. I gotta drag a hose. I also have a wasp nest or some kind of yellow stinging thing that lives in the fence right next to me. And I didn't think about that till I set up, and I was like, oh, maybe this isn't the best spot. Are you guys having crazy heat up there too, like lots of other places? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was gonna say that would suck to have like crazy summers and crazy winters. Yeah, I've always said that. I was like, oh, I can handle the heat. I can handle the heat. I'm from Florida. I can handle the heat. This year killed me. Absolutely killed me. Especially that I can no longer handle the heat. Yeah, my husband's from upstate New York, so like Buffalo kind of area, Rochester kind of thing, but like more rural. And he struggles. He struggles with the heat, and he really, really, really struggles with the bugs. Like really struggles with the bugs. we get cicadas here, man, and they're. We came down here to see the house, and Macon, where we're at now, has had more cicadas than where we were at the other place. Like, I don't know, the subdivision must have dug them all up or something. I don't know. It was creepy how there were none. But he had one like inside. He was wearing shorts, and they were up his shorts. When we were driving, we had to pull over to like let it out. Yeah, it's him. He pretty much likes fall. He realized now too that he's been away from the north so long that he's climatized, and he can't handle the cold either. I mean, I wouldn't even know what to do with snow. I've seen snow maybe 3 or 4 times in my life. This was moving to Georgia from Florida was a adjustment for me. But I swear it's hotter here than it was in Florida. I swear it is. I think it's something to do with like the wind or something. That arm's getting older and I can't handle it anymore. Funny enough, we have Sean's family will send us something called white hots. They're like white hot dogs. I don't know. They're like a Yankee thing. So why not? Maybe they'll pack them in the snow sometime. Yeah, snow kind of weirds me out, man. I just don't know what to do with it. I remember one time, I forgot where I was, and I was with a friend who was from Indiana, so he was used to snow. And we were driving, and we hit a part where, like, there's a little snow on the ground, and I freaked out, and I pulled over. I was like, do we need snow tires? Like, what do we do? Because it's the first time I'd ever driven in snow. And there was just a little bit on the ground. But then one time, we had this freakish ice storm where I was at in Florida. And it shut the base down, shut the schools down for like 3 days. We lost, like, lots of places lost power. And I was running a property at the time. I was a property manager, and I had residents just slipping and falling everywhere because all the concrete was covered in ice. And I didn't know what to do, so I called my manager. I was like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, all right, what you need to do is go get some salt. I was like, what do you mean salt? And she's like, like road salt. And I was like, okay. So I called Lowe's. I said, do you guys have road salt? And they laughed at me. And they said, no, we don't have road salt. He was like, we got some pool salt. I was like, all right, I'll take that. So then I drove thinking, oh, this is no big deal. I can drive on some ice. I know how to drive, in wet roads, I know what hydroplaning is. Man, I got about a mile down the road and I was like, this was a mistake. This was stupid. It was the scariest drive I've ever made in my life. Probably fell down a dozen times trying to spread that ice the salt everywhere on the property. So yeah, I don't like the cold. Is the plow heated? Well, it's got to be heated, right? Imagine most places where they actually have snow, they do. I just thought funny, the guy laughed at me and I'm like, dude, it's like icy outside. It's not, it's It's not like I'm asking like something that crazy. Maybe y'all would have prepared. I don't know. But pool salt does work. So. I think that would be a fun job. It'd be like mowing the lawn on a lawnmower, you know? And I bet everybody loves the plow person. Mosquito man. Texas got all sorts of problems. My biological father's in Houston, and they're always having issues. Well, listen, I'm gonna go get officially cleaned up. It was good to see you or talk to you, man. I'm so glad you stopped by. My isolated potting buddy. I hope this gave you the bug and you find some time. It'll make you happy. Really? Huh. That's lame. They probably just want an excuse not to go to work then. I'm glad. Take it easy. I'll talk to you next time. Hopefully